package. Just going to get you up to speed on what's going on here. It's middle of December. Obviously the boat's put away. I'm not guiding anymore right now. Most people are spending their time ice fishing. And up here by Lake Superior we kind of have a unique opportunity. Most of you know that that lake rarely gets ice on it. So weather's nice out. What we're going to do, we're going to grab the little boat. We're going to go hit the water, take a break from ice fishing. I'm going to give you guys kind of a little, kind of a how-to on how the average guy can take what some may consider an intimidating lake, like Lake Superior, and transform your walleye boat, or whatever you've got, into a Lake Superior boat. And I'm going to show you how to do it, and it's not going to cost you much, and it's going to be pretty simple, and we're going to catch some fish. So we'll show you the other boat, show you what's going on. Okay, so here's boat number 2, winter boat, or spring boat, or whatever, my play boat. Not only my walleye boat, but I transformed this baby pretty inexpensively. And as you can see, I can fish a lot of rods with this boat. I'm going to show you a little bit what I did here, how to make this thing. I've got less than probably $50 in rigging up this entire boat as you see it to get ready for Lake Superior. So, I'm going to show you what we're doing here.
Here's a little bit better look at these rod holders. A lot of people use PVC for this project. I don't know, I don't trust plastic that much, but I'm sure it'd hold up. I used, this is just conduit, galvanized conduit, and as you can see I dipped the tops of these just as a little protecting for the rods. This is just that plastic you can dip for your tool handles and stuff. You can get it at Menards, whatever, it's pretty cheap. Piece of scrap, this is oak. You want something that's going to hold up fairly decent. You know, it's probably overkill for holding the rod, but you know, what are you going to do? You get a big fish on, you want it to hold up. So, and this one here, this is a for your dipsies, in case you want to run dipsies in the spring. Pretty simple, just flops down. Not much to it. We'll explain dipsies a little bit more on the water. I'm just kind of going through the rod holders here themselves. But this boat here, you know, it's a 16.5-foot boat. I've had 2 adults and 3 kids on here, and actually run 15 lines out of this small boat. So it doesn't really matter the size of the boat. You can obviously put a lot of bait in the water and catch a lot of fish. And like I said before, this whole project, rigging this boat, only cost me about $50. So I'll show you a little bit around here, if I can do this. Okay, sorry for the disturbance here, but yeah, here's a little closer look at the rod holders. Okay, and this is that right there, that's my base for my downriggers. We're not going to be using those today. And depth finder, I better remember to put that on for the morning. And just a couple rod holders in the back for whatever you want to do. Yeah, and then you put a couple rod holders on your downriggers too. And like I said, you can run, well, my record's 15 for this boat. And only thing holding me back for more is I can't fit more people in here. So, and up here, this is a mast system. I'll tell you a little bit about that. You can see here it's just basically another galvanized pole, a couple hooks, some eye bolts, and underneath, you know, I just drilled a hole in the front and popped it down there, but underneath, down inside of that compartment there is just a dock post base just to secure it. Pretty simple. I think that project cost me 15 bucks. I'll show you the board I made. Now, these are your big boards for doing this type of trolling. There's a lot of different styles of these. A lot of people make the dual offset type of planer boards. I like this system. It's pretty secure, pretty simple. Just a 4x4 piece of cedar. Obviously I milled it a little bit. Had a little piece of sheet aluminum laying around, so I've got 2 of these, and this is just a little piece of steel on the bottom here just for weight, just as it's riding in the water. You know, if it didn't have that weight, as you're pulling at it, it would kind of have a tendency to do this on you, and you wouldn't plane very well. So, and then at the end here, things are a little dusty. I haven't used this. I haven't done this for a while. So, this is just a rudder fin. Basically, that's what's going to pull this board out away from it. It'll do a little bit naturally, but this really helps. So. Keeps your line nice and tight. If you've never done a planer board mast system like this, well, it's easier to explain it on the water, but basically what we're going to be doing is running this board well off to the side of the boat, just on a planer board cord, and you've got a series of releases, and we'll probably put 4, maybe 5 lines on each side of the boat doing this. And What I like about this versus another system is with the inline boards, where you're just running these small baits with these little cohos. This system, the fish grabs it, it releases. It's just you and the fish. The line, you don't have to monkey around messing with any planer boards. Just pop it off the release, let your fish drift to the back of the boat. You and the fish fighting, nothing else in the way. Just simplifies things a lot. When you're talking Lake Superior, I like things simplified. So, you know, this is kind of a starter kit. Get you out there. You can fish. Obviously, we're doing this in December, and this type of bite, you know, it'll be hit or miss from now until, well, it gets really good in the spring and the water warms up. But you can do this type of fishing on the surface with stick baits. You know, well, I don't know, depending on the year, sometimes all the way up to July. So that's when you start having to go down and pick them off a little bit deeper. But good way to get out there. Yeah, so we'll explain it on the water, and we're gonna hit it tomorrow. Alright, I'll show you guys what a gypsy diver is here. Kind of think of this thing as basically an underwater planer board. It's going to pull your bait down with the design on it. Just a little clip here to, this releases when you get a fish on. To release this planer board when you're setting them up, just click it in place. It's got some different settings on here, depending on how deep you want the thing to dive, or you can, this counterweight, you flip it over to the side. See, like on number 3, it's going to go off to the boat farther. You get it back to 0, it's going to go basically straight down. So I want to run this one pretty far off to the side, so we're going to set it at 2.5. And I've got about a 10-foot leader on here. That's a snubber on there. I don't really need it for this type of fishing, but I didn't get around to taking it off. It's going to run some brighter colors today. Okay. So this is our planer board line here. I attach this extra line here just so I can be sitting in the back of the boat and pull this board down to me. And for putting these on, I always want to make this down. I explained this earlier, but I'll show you a little bit better this way. Have that down, clipped on there. Skinny end goes to the release. The big hoop end on the cord, that just helps it slide down a whole lot better. What you don't want to do is have it put on this way. You're going to find if you have it that way, your other fishing lines are going to get caught in here. You're going to end up cutting lines or getting big tangles, either way. So got to make sure you put these things on the right way. Big hoop on the cord, bottom down. And then we're just running surface lines with stick baits, so we don't need a whole lot of tension on these today. So I'm basically just going to put this about halfway into the release. Got our spread in the water now. We've got three lines on our big mast and board line. Your farthest one towards the front of the boat is always going to be your outside line. That way when you do get a fish, if it doesn't come off the release, just release it quick. And then we're going to let that bait swing over the top of these other lines, get to the back of the boat before we reel it in. Once we're back behind the boat, we're good to go. So what we've got is 3 lines, all running kind of on the surface. Our gypsy, we've got her down just not too deep on that one. We've got a deep diving crankbait straight down the back of the boat. And pretty much same thing on this side. So yeah, we're all set up, so I guess the rest is just up to the fish. Now we just sit here and hopefully something happens soon. Is that all right? Gotta be a brownie.
Oh, it's good now. It's like,
I just directed the boat, so I gave you a little extra tug.
kind of a loud motor. Okay.
I see the wake.
Big brownie. Close.
See if you can steer it right over this thing.
Brownie. Oh, beautiful.
Yes. That is a beautiful brown trout right there. Let me grab my gloves so we don't have to saturate them. Look at that.
Very nice.
That is a beautiful brown trout. It's got
Brother, what's up on the little guy? With the coho. Probably the best eating fish, John.
some people say.
Brown.
Stop it. So, if you're out for the big battling fish on Lake Superior, this is not the answer. But as far as eating goes, that's about as good as it gets right there. So we're gonna take a few home today. That's perfect. Turn that clicker off. Gotta be another brownie. Found one little spot here where the fish seem to be kind of active. Second round is
He's just swimming with you.
I think he's hammered it all. Just looking right at it. I love that. Targeting cohos, but picking up a few brown. Something with a little bit more tug.
Yeah, you're at about 25 feet there. Got some color?
Whoa. What did we get? Big
The brown. Or the Laker.
brownie.
There's a brown.
Another nice brownie. Beautiful.
Awesome. Well, hooked up after a little dry spell there.
Clean boarding. Stop that. I like when they get on top of the fish.
No.
A lot of times that's when they just reel you. Crankbait back. Looks like another nice average sized bowl.
Oh, got a double. Oh, did he get off? Dang it.
Alright.
Guess he's swimming twice. Nope, he still went. Nope. He jumped. Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, really?
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Quit it. Surrender. He's gonna reel back his crankbait, but I got mine in the boat. Josh was into another one.
Looks like a decent coho.
Need me to net it? Josh is wounded. One-handed net, man. Oh boy.
You got a king there?
Oh, that's a big lake trout. Was not expecting this. We're out here just trying to put together a little footage on how to coho fishing. I threw down a dipsy. We just tied into, I'm assuming, a monster right now on a little flasher fly with a peanut fly. I haven't even turned the handle on this thing yet. I might have to shut this motor, shut it off here pretty soon. 'Cause I'm not getting anywhere at this pace.
Well, we'll put it in neutral for a while.
Yeah, this is definitely a real fish. I did this a couple years ago. They came out here doing the same type of thing. We were just beating up on the cohos, and I put down a dipsy, the same thing. This one's not quite as big as that one. I never did turn the handle on that one. But that one was a tank too. Makes it fun about getting out on this thing. You never know. You never know. A peanut fly. What a meal for a 30-pound fish.
Peanut. You got him sideways?
Look at the side, that's right. Side hook.
That's why you put up such a fight.
I bet you that fish probably, that side probably was going after that flasher, not the peanut
Yeah,
fly.
swiped at the flasher.
And he got hooked in the side by that little peanut fly. Alright, let's see if I can net this.
Still not a small fish.
Hey, do you think you can man the rod? I'll net him.
I'm just gonna go down one more time.
Alright, come on, buddy. We'll let you go. Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. That was almost a disaster. There. Yeah, that fish for sure was going after that flasher.
Still a real nice fish.
That is what you call a bonus when you're coho fishing right there. Beautiful. Right here. Over here.